So what is Mindful Moves? Mindful Moves is a new approach to meditation, blending evidence-based practice of mindfulness with a series of movements. So what we're trying to do with Mindful Moves is to give you the option to either do some movements or to have a seated practice. So it blends the same cognitive practices as mindfulness, but we actually add the movement element. So for example, when there's a movement to help you to become present, we do a movement to actually gain awareness and to become present. Or when there's a movement for letting go, or the cognitive practice of letting go, we actually do a movement to help you to let go, or to open out and let go. So it's a great way just to connect with yourself, to connect with your body, for the mind-body connection. And it's a great way if you don't like to sit still for meditation. So if you're one of these people that's actually tried meditation before and sat down and your mind starts wandering everywhere, this is a great way to actually help you to stay connected with the movement, therefore stay connected with your breath. So yes, it is true that Tai Chi, yoga and other practices are mindful movements, and I love them and I practice them myself. But these particular mindful moves are specifically designed and taken the best elements of all these practices and made them simple to learn and easy to stay connected to, and you feel the benefits immediately. So these new movements of mindful moves are a great way for you to stay connected with your breath, stay present, and feel all the health benefits. Well, Mindful Moves trains your attention in exactly the same way that mindfulness practice does. But the added benefit is the actual movement helps you to stay present and connected with yourself. So each move is coordinated with a breath, so we stay connected with our breath. And training the mind is exactly the same as training the body. The more that you do, the better you get at it. We create new neural pathways in our brain, and we create new neural connections. So some of the moves, they help to align left and right hemispheres of the brain. Some of them help to deactivate the amygdala, which is actually the stress response area of the brain. We learn to deactivate that. And some of the movements, they act as what's called neuromodulators. And neuromodulators, they help to relax and calm the nervous system. So we go into what's called the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of the fight and flight mode. And we learn to be calm and aware. And essentially that's what meditation is, staying calm and aware. And also one of the main things is the actual moves promote activity in the prefrontal cortex area of the brain. And this area is associated with higher cognitive functioning. So doing things like complex tasks or decision making, or problem solving, and even regulating your emotions. So in other words, the moves are a great way for you to find balance, to find focus and creativity, and to clear the mind, and also to become more productive. Every single breath is accompanied by a movement, so we learn to stay present with that constant inhaling of exhaling through the body. We stay present and focused, and that's essentially the concept of Mindful Moves. Well, Mindful Moves is really for everybody. Anybody that's trying to establish a regular meditation practice. They may have had trouble sitting still in the past, so this gives you the option to either do a seated practice or a moving practice. There's no age limit, there's no fitness level required, and everybody can adapt the practice to suit themselves. It can be done anywhere with normal clothing on, it can be done in the office, it can be done outdoors. That's the beauty of it. It can be done with no sports equipment, just in light, comfortable clothing. Anywhere, anytime. And here's just a few examples of who Mindful Moves would suit. People with stress, anxiety or depression. The last thing that some of these people want to do is actually sit still again. Well, they have difficulty sitting still, so adding that movement element helps them to stay focused and not sit for prolonged periods of time. It's great for people that can't sit still. They say, yes, I've tried meditation before, I've tried it many, many times, but it just doesn't work for me. So this is a great way to help you to establish that practice. I find many people actually do the moves first, and then they get better at actually sitting later. It's great for corporate office workers, so definitely the last thing that you want to do after you've been sitting behind the desk for 8 hours is actually sit down again. So this is a great way to use in your lunch break or after work or any break that you get to actually incorporate some movement in the day. So it's actually a win-win situation. You get movement and you get meditation. And it's also good for athletes. So definitely athletes, they know how to move and they are experts at moving the body. So it helps them to stay focused and present and increase their performance. And by the way, mindful moves are fun, calming and energizing, so they're just a great practice to have.